What's going on, everybody? This is Deshaun Two Raw, host of the Belt to the Books YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over my NBA picks and predictions for tonight's NBA action. Quick recap of yesterday. I lost some pretty tough ones. Well, in terms of early game, I lost with Brooklyn. The Warriors ended up breaking them down late third, going into the fourth quarter. It was a really, really tight contested game. And then, the strength of the Warriors, strength in numbers for them, ended up wearing down the Brooklyn Nets, and that's what's going to happen when you back these really bad teams. They fight very, very hard, first half, early third quarter, and then they just start getting worn out late game. And that's what happened right there. It also happened, dang, who else did I have yesterday? Brooklyn, OKC ended up not covering yesterday. The Hawks were actually beating them by like double digits, and then they had to come all the way back and stuff like that. But the OKC, the Thunder still ended up getting a win. They ended up winning by 11, but didn't cover a spread of 16 and a half. Let me check who else I had, because I had somebody else. Chicago also was a big believer in Chicago, plus 5.5. They usually play very, very well against, teams that are better than them. They usually play up to their competition. Like I said, same thing with them when you're backing bad teams. They were looking good, first half, early third quarter, but then they just got wore out by the Timberwolves. Warm them down, broke them down. So was that they ended up getting blown out. So yeah, it's all right. I ended up cashing on the Miami Heat outright money line. Jokic did end up going down, looked like a knee injury. So hopefully it's just a hyperextension. Hopefully it's not anything too serious today. He'll get back to NBA action soon. But I really like the angle for the Miami Heat. So big ups for them for getting it done for me. And then I was also on the Milwaukee Bucks minus the 3.5 against the Charlotte Hornets. Like I said, that was also a close contested game, and then the Bucks warm down late mid third quarter, and they ain't look back. So big ups to them. But without further ado, let's get into tonight's slate. So first game up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers at the Memphis Grizzlies, 8:00 p.m. EST. Sixers currently 1.5 point favorites, over under 232.5. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If there's ever a time I'm going to bet Memphis, it is going to be in Memphis. I will not bet them on the road. It is as simple as that. It's just not happening unless the spot is just that good. But let's check the injury report for these two teams real quick. Joel Embiid for the Sixers is a game-time decision. Yep, he is a true questionable. Trent Watford is out. Kelly Oubre Jr. is out. For the Grizzlies, I think his name is Vince. Yeah, Vince Williams Jr. is out. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out. Damn, I forgot he was even on the Grizzlies. Jock Landale. Damn. He is a true questionable. Brandon Clark is out. Conchar's out. This will be these two teams' first meeting. And like I said, I'm gonna give this to the Grizzlies. I'll take the Grizzlies plus the 1.5. I'll take them outright money line. If you can get them for plus money, I'd go ahead and get them right now. Like I said, I just don't know what to think of the 76ers right now. They're a middle of the pack team. That's what they are. On a good night, they can beat a good team like New York or Detroit, but majority of the time, not really. As you can tell by that record, they're 16-14. With the Grizzlies, though, they're 15-17. They have been playing a decent brand of basketball as of late. With them winning, I actually know they are not. They've only won 2 out of their last 5. They're coming off a loss at Washington. Goddamn. Yeah, that's not good. 2 out of your 5. No, 3 out of your 5 losses in the last 5 games, 2 of them came to Washington. Washington has their number. Same thing with the Sixers. I mean, they've won 2 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, losing to Brooklyn, Chicago, and OKC. So I think this is a good spot for the Grizzlies coming back home. This will be the Sixers' 3rd straight road game. I think they're catching the Sixers at a really good time right here. And like I said, Memphis plays much, much better at home at the crib. So I'll take Memphis plus 1.5 and outright money line in this one. Next game up, we got the Boston Celtics at the Utah Jazz. 9 o'clock p.m. EST. Celtics currently 7.5-point favorites, over under 240.5. Let's check the injury report real quick. Boucher for the Celtics is out. I think his name is Aaron. Amari Williams. He has a game-time decision. Tatum's still out. For the Utah Jazz, George Niang is out. Keontae George is a game-time decision battling an illness. So definitely watch out for that. Kevin Love is out. Ace Bailey's out. And Walker Kessler, as you guys know, is out for the season. But I would definitely keep an eye on the injury report. If Keontae George is a go, then I could consider a Utah bet, but I haven't been able to figure out Boston at all this season. This just feels like a spot where Boston comes in and puts belt to ass. It's just as simple as that. It's just one of those games where, Utah has been very, very good at home. ATS, Utah has come off of a couple really, really impressive wins on the road. Now they're going back home where they play even better basketball. You're catching a streaky team right now. And then Boston just goes in there and just blows their doors off. I'm kind of having those same feelings right now, especially with Keontae George not knowing if he's going to play or not. Honestly, I'm looking towards the over. I think both of these teams are going to be able to score at a high clip. Like I said, this just feels like one of those spots where Boston just comes in there and just blows the doors off them. So I'm going to lean Boston and the 7.5. More than likely, probably won't be betting this game because, like I said, I can see this game really going either way. It just depends on how Boston, are their threes falling. If their threes are falling, they're going to blow out Utah. It's as simple as that. And especially if Keontae George is not a go, then definitely lean Boston. But just got to look out for the injury report. So, yeah, lean Boston and also lean the over 240.5 in this one. Next game up, we got the Detroit Pistons at the Los Angeles Lakers. 10:30 p.m. EST. Pistons currently 2.5-point favorites, over under 231.5. For the injury report for the Pistons, you got Karis LeVert as a game-time decision, but he is also listed as doubtful per ESPN. So, like I said, just keep an eye out for that. For the Lakers, Hachimura is out, Vincent is out, and Reeves is still out. This will be the first matchup between these two teams this season. Pistons, winners of 3 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak with both games coming on the road at Utah and at the Los Angeles Clippers. Lakers, winners of 2 out of their last 5. They're currently on a 1-game winning streak after they just beat Sacktown at home 125-101. Simple as this, I took the Pistons and laid the 3 with them on the road at the Clippers, and the Clippers made me look bad. Just beat them boys up. Kawhi had a 55-piece. Oh, my goodness. He was just out of his mind. What scares me here is that are the Lakers going to be able to have enough to match the Pistons, especially coming from their bench? Are they going to get good productive minutes and good scoring from their bench? I do not know. That's what scares me because, honestly, I want to take the Lakers outright money line and plus a 2.5 here. I think both LA teams can get the Pistons right here. It's just like I said, I mean, Luka and LeBron are going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to do a lot. Aiden's going to have to do a lot. I like the Pistons bench better than the Lakers bench right now. I'm just gonna trust my instincts. I'm just gonna go with the other LA team to get it done. So give me the Lakers plus the 2.5. Give me the Lakers on the outright money line. I think they steal this one. I think this is a close game. But I think the Lakers ended up pulling it out late. It's going to be a really, 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 really good game, really, really tight game. Hopefully, JJ Redick has these boys ready to go, and hopefully he got on them because they were not playing well at all. Before they beat Sacktown, I think they were on a 2-3 game losing streak. I mean, playing really, really bad basketball, and you just don't want to see that from a Luka, LeBron-led team. Just no shot. So I think the Lakers can get the Pistons here. So, yeah, I'll take the Lakers plus 2.5 and outright money line in this one. And for our last game of the day, we got the Sacramento Kings at the Los Angeles Clippers, 11 o'clock p.m. EST. Clippers currently 9.5-point favorites over under 222.5. Now, as you guys all know, the Clippers are on the do not bet list for me. They are almost an automatic fade every time they play. We have made buku's amount of money on the Clippers this season because they have been absolute shit. I don't know if we can say that anymore. They have been giving teams absolute belt like these last few games. Like if you look at their last 5 games, if you look at the Clippers, they've won 4 out of their last 5, with their only loss coming at OKC. But here's their last 4 wins on this 4-game winning streak that they are currently on. Beat the Lakers at home 103-88. Beat the Rockets at home 128-108. Went to Portland, beat them 119-103. And then they just beat Detroit 112-99. I mean, these games haven't even been close. They have just been absolutely dominating. And, this is what you thought you would see from the Clippers earlier in the season. Like, the Clippers are always just that one, like, sneaky team that, can contend for, the Western Conference title. I mean, they have good players and a good squad and a good coach and a good staff. Like, they have all of that. They just weren't able to put it together, hence why they are 10-21. But if they can start putting all that stuff together and stuff like that, this team can more than likely contend. And if they can get healthy. I mean, Harden, Kawhi, Zubac, Bogdanovic, John Collins. They have a decent squad. They really, really do. The Clippers have a chance to come off of the do not bet list for me tonight. I'm going to take them minus the 9.5 points. They have just been dominating their opponents so much that, it's the Kings. Why not? But won't it be a Clippers thing to do to lose to the goddamn Sacramento Kings? It would be so crazy they lose this game outright. I can just feel it in my bones. The moment I put my money on the Clippers, they implode. So, like I said, Clippers win this game. I'm taking them off the do not bet list. I'm not going to sit right here and keep losing money fading the Clippers. No shot. But if you look at the Kings, they have won 2 out of their last 5 games. They're currently on a 1-game losing streak, losing at the LA Lakers 125-101. This will be the first meeting between these two teams this season. If you look at the injury report, though, for the Kings, still no Zach LaVine. I think this is Chris Murray? No, Keegan Murray is a game-time decision, and Domantas Sabonis is out for the Clippers. John Collins is a game-time decision, battling an illness. Bogdanovic is out, Zubac is out, and Beal is out for the season. But like I said, I'm going to lean Clippers. I'm going to trust them right here. Minus a 9.5. They are the better basketball team, head and shoulders. They should put it on them here. They should. But like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up. I know what I'm getting myself into. Betting the Clippers, I know. But it's just, like I said, the Clippers have been playing pretty decent. They've been playing pretty decent. And I'm going to trust them here. So give me the Clippers minus the 9.5. And tomorrow, if you don't watch the game, I I will either be ranting about the Clippers or I will either be praising them and congratulating them on finally getting off the do not bet list. But that's going to wrap it up for my NBA picks and predictions for December 30th. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share these videos. It really helps out with my algorithm and gets these free picks out to more people like you searching for free content. Also, go check out my boy at Marky Picks. He is killing the player prop scene. He is on a legendary run right now. Go tap in with him. I mean, it's free money bags over there. So let him know that I sent you. Also, tap into the Discord that also features at Marky Picks and myself. We post all of our plays in there completely free, whether it's NHL, college football, NBA, NFL, college basketball, whatever, you name it. We're more than likely posting some type of plays in there, and we're dropping exclusive stuff only for the Discord. So I will leave that link in my description. Get in there. A lot of free content and a lot of good stuff in there for you guys' disposal right there. If you're looking for even extra, even extra stuff right in there, that's a really, really good thing to have. Just in case you missed the shows and stuff like that. But without further ado, my name is Deshaun Raw, host of the Belt to the Bush YouTube channel, and I'm out of here.